Well, I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video exactly what's going on, but I pre-ordered the new Airlift ALP4 system, and I am so excited to get it installed. It's getting delivered by FedEx tomorrow, but it requires a signature and I'm gonna be at work, so I guarantee it's gonna go back to FedEx and I'm gonna have to pick it up on Saturday morning, but I'm still gonna have it this weekend. But in order for me to install it, I've got to make a new mount for it, reroute some of the lines, and redo this flooring just a little bit to make it all work. So let's get this trunk torn apart, get it ready for the new Airlift system. Let's get it. Also, if you were curious on how I recorded any of this, I ordered the wrong tripod. So I've got it sitting up on my Coors Light bench while I'm drinking a Coors Light, taking out my Coors Light compressors. Not sponsored by Coors Light. Now, unfortunately, the way I designed this floor is that it sits underneath my rear K-brace. So I've got to take my rear K-brace out. Okay, let's do it. And now, the floor comes right up. All right, here goes nothing. Now I've just got to get the compressors unhooked from the tank so I can get this whole floor out of here. This floor comes right out. Now, I don't know if I've ever showed you guys much of what goes on under here, but on this side, I've got my controller, sorry, the manifold. Got the manifold on this side. Airlines go out and under the car right here. Airline comes out of the tank and into the water trap and then dips down and right back into the manifold. What I'm changing now is I'm putting the manifold in the middle above the tank. And it's not going to be under the floor anymore. So I've got to reroute some of these lines, extend them, get them out and under so they can pop up under the floor right there. And then I'll be able to redo the flooring a little bit so I can make room for them to come up. But on this side, like I said, all the electronics. Sound processor, amplifier, all this is for the sub. That's all the power and grounds for everything back here, including the harness for the Airlift. So I did not run the harness for the Airlift all the way up to the battery. I've got one main ground wire comes into the car, hits this power block, and then one main ground that goes down and hits the ground right underneath the seat over here. Oh, there is water in here. Let me get all this water out of here. My tank used to leak. So now I'm gonna make sure every single threaded connection is solid, sealed, connected, not going anywhere, not leaking. I just pulled my water trap out as well, and there's definitely water in here, but I've never manually drained this. This is actually the one that has automatic draining. Well, definitely collects water. All right, moved to the basement. Working on my computer a little bit. I've got a few 3D printed parts that I'm working on right now. One is actually printing right now. I got these though. I don't know if you can see, it's so dark. These are actually sweet. This is a piece of my nylon airline, just a little piece I cut off. And this is exactly what you think it is. It snaps right in there. It's gonna organize all of my airlines under my trunk. I print off like 6 of these, I think. We're gonna test them out, see if it works. I may have to tweak the design a little bit. I also have one more thing printing right now, It's for some of the braided airlines from the compressors that go underneath the floor. But the big print that's taking 2.5 days is actually getting printed off by one of my buddies that has a lot better of a printer than mine. Shout out Max. The mount will be printed for the new controller very soon. I've got all the fittings re-Teflon taped. So once Amazon gets here tomorrow with a couple more fittings that I needed to put everything else back together, I'll have this completely back together, sealed up, and ready to put in. Next day here, I got a lot 3D printed. And I'm really excited to start putting everything together. So I redid this piece, the line guide. Had to tweak the design a little bit because the last one was a little bit thinner in every single direction. It was just flimsy and it wasn't holding it the way I wanted it to. So I tested this one out. It works great now. And the most important part now, I 3D modeled and printed a mount for the new controller. This thing is so badass. So manifold's going to mount right here. This is going to screw into the floor right here and mount, and it's just going to arch right over the tank. It's going to sit perfectly. I've already mounted the manifold to it. I already know all my dimensions are right. Looks so awesome. But I'm going to get the trunk completely finished and put the old manifold on here because FedEx won't have my new system here until Monday now. I love FedEx so much. So I'm going to get this mounted real quick, get the manifold mounted to it, put my floor back in the trunk. I got all my other fittings from Amazon today, so my tank is completely done and fitted up. Let's get this thing back together. Look what just came in the mail. This actually has some weight to it. It's a lot heavier than the old controller. Wow. That is really nice. This looks amazing. All of these are in the same orientation as they were before. The awesome thing is these are threaded NPT fittings, so I can actually put my own fittings in here. If they start leaking, I can replace them. With the old one that I've got right now, I can't, so I'm super stoked. The ALP4 system uses the old harness, so I don't have to use anything new there. I've got the secondary compressor harness. It's also the exact same. All I've got to do is plug in the new controller, plug in the new manifold, get all my lines ran, and it's ready to go. Now this is just 3M on the back of here. So I can put this in any orientation that I want on here. I'm really excited to see this light up. Now, I've got a bunch of fittings that I'm going to be threading into here. So, let's go ahead and get these in here. Just for future reference, I don't think I would recommend putting 90-degree fittings on the new ALP4 manifold, because it definitely wasn't designed that way. If you put the regular straight fittings like I bought to begin with, you can put a socket directly over top and screw them on. That way, if you need to service one of these, you don't have to take each one of them off. In my case, I'll have to do the hard way. Now the cool thing for up here is that this is my old controller. All I gotta do is unplug this, plug this in, and that's it. All right, let's go for first start up here. I haven't even tested this off camera yet, so this will be my first reaction. Wow. So you got 5 presets. You got drive, which will show you your actual. And you got your manual here. I'm guessing you select which bags. Oh, you can select all of them. Oh, that's awesome. Or you could just select 2. That is really cool. You can see my tank is already going up. Now, settings are up here. Display, I can change a bunch of settings. Oh, here. Where's blue? There's blue. Now I wonder, hold on, let me set this down in here. Oh yeah, there we go. It's lit up blue. All right, my tank just finished filling up. In order for me to actually use this thing for the first time, I actually have to go in here and calibrate it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing calibrated. All right, so I made it out here to Maryland for the kickback. It is beautiful out here, but I wanted to end off this video for you. ALP4 system, Airlift, you killed it on this one. It is amazing. Everything about it, the touchscreen, the light up manifold, I love it. All the settings that you can do on these, changing the colors on it, so much more customization. Overall, 10 out of 10. I absolutely love it. The one really cool thing about this is that it uses the old harness from the ALP4. So I only had to get the manifold and the controller. It was cheaper to do so. I didn't have to get a new harness, all new lines, all that kind of thing. I was able to just plug it in and go, and it was really nice. The buttons are more responsive. You can choose which bag you want to raise up on the touchscreen in the manual mode. There's 5 different presets, and you can actually rename them to whatever you want. It is amazing. If you're thinking about getting the ALP4 system, this is your sign to do it. I'm going to end it off. Stay safe, be original. I'll see you guys next time.